Hello, music fans. I'm Daniel Montgomery, Gold Derby Senior Editor, here with my colleagues Marcus James Dixon, Ray Richmond, Christopher Rosen, Joyce Eng, Latasha Ford, and Denton Davidson. We're going to announce the nominees for the third annual Gold Derby Music Awards, the GDMAs. Hundreds of fans who are registered at Gold Derby voted for these, and then you'll be able to vote for the winners immediately after this announcement. So, get in there and give us your picks. We will start with Latasha Ford, and in between categories, between genres, I will come in with some stats of people who came close, because we like to keep things transparent here, because it's more fun that way. So, Latasha, get us started.
All right. The nominees for Best Latin Artists are Christina Aguilera, Anita, Bad Bunny, and Becky G.
And a couple who came close here were Pablo Vittar, Kali Uchis, and J Balvin were also had a lot of support.
Next, we have Best Rock Alternative Song. The nominees are Arcadia, Lana Del Rey, Broken Horses, Brandi Carlile, Enemy, Imagine Dragons and JID, King, Florence and the Machine, and 29, Demi Lovato. Then we have Best Rock Alternative Album. The nominees are Dance Fever, Florence and the Machine, Vasora Bjork, Holy Fuck, Demi Lovato, Motomami, Rosalia, and Music of the Spheres, Coldplay. And then now the nominees for Best Rock Alternative Artist: Bjork, Coldplay, Florence and the Machine, Avril Lavigne, and Demi Lovato.
Yeah, all right, the nominees.
Let me. Just gonna give a few stats about the rock categories. Imagine Dragons came closest to a nomination and just missed in Best Rock Alternative Artist. Black Country New Road came very close to a nomination as well in that category. For album, Avril Lavigne just missed for Love Sucks. Black Country New Road again came close to a nomination but missed for Ants from Up There. Rock alternative song, the closest miss was Muna featuring Phoebe Bridgers with Silk Chiffon. Florence and the Machine almost had enough votes to get a second nomination, although I only allow one nomination, so it wouldn't have counted anyway. They had a lot of votes for My Love.
All right, now I'll go. I got a little excited about my nominees here. For Best Rap Hip Hop Song is Big Energy by Lotto, First Class by Jack Harlow, N95 by Kendrick Lamar, Super Freaky Girl by Nicki Minaj, and Vegas by Doja Cat. For Best Rap Hip Hop Album, we have Come Home, The Kids Miss You by Jack Harlow, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers by Kendrick Lamar, 777 by Lotto, Traumazine by Megan Thee Stallion, and Un Verano Sin Ti by Bad Bunny. And the nominees for Best Rap Hip Hop Artist are Drake, Jack Harlow, Kendrick Lamar, Lotto, and Megan Thee Stallion.
Close calls here. Actually, there were no close calls for rap hip hop artists. This was a pretty runaway five. There was a huge margin between 5th and 6th place. 6th place was JID, then Flo Milli, A$AP Rocky, Pusha T. Rounding out the top 10 there was Nas. For album, it wasn't quite a runaway. Drake's Honestly Nevermind actually came pretty close. And then it was a big drop off to JID, The Forever Story, Pusha T, It's Almost Dry, J-Hope, Jack in the Box for Best Rap Hip Hop Song. Kendrick Lamar actually had enough votes to get in for 2 songs here, but since I only allow 1, unless the artist credits are different, he only got in for N95. But Megan Thee Stallion just missed twice here, for Sweetest Pie with Dua Lipa and for Plan B. So those were near misses for her.
All right, moving on to the R&B categories. We're going to start with Best R&B Song. The nominees are Bad Habit, Steve Lacy, Cuff It, Beyonce, Out of Time, The Weeknd, Smoking Out the Window, Silk Sonic, and Woman, Doja Cat. And now moving on to Best R&B Album. The nominees are Dawn FM, The Weeknd, An Evening with Silk Sonic, Good Morning Gorgeous, Mary J. Blige, Renaissance, Beyonce, and Special, Lizzo. And the last one is Best R&B Artist. And the 5 nominees are Beyonce, Doja Cat, Lizzo, Silk Sonic, and The Weeknd.
And in the R&B categories, R&B Artist, Alicia Keys came close to a nomination but missed in 6th place, although this was a fairly secure top 5. Steve Lacy came in 7th, and Ari Lennox came in 8th. For R&B Album, the closest miss again was Alicia Keys. In this case, just by 8 points, she missed the nomination for Keys. Then again, Steve Lacy for Gemini Rights, and Summer Walker for Still Over It. And for Song, Beyonce actually had enough votes to get in twice. She got a lot of votes for Be Alive as well, but she got more votes for Cuff It. So that is her nomination. And just missing out, you guessed it, Alicia Keys with Best of Me. SZA, I Hate You was next after that, and then Her for Automatic Woman.
All right, great. I'm here for the pop categories. For first up, we have Best Pop Song. The nominees are About Damn Time, Lizzo, All Too Well, 10-minute version, Taylor Swift, As It Was, Harry Styles, Break My Soul, Beyonce, and Easy on Me, Adele. Nominees for Best Pop Album: Blue Bannisters, Lana Del Rey, Crash, Charlie XCX, Harry's House, Harry Styles, Hold the Girl, Rina Sawayama, and 30, Adele. And then for Best Pop Artists, we have Adele, Charlie XCX, Billie Eilish, Rina Sawayama, and Harry Styles.
Yeah, these categories were interesting because the way I calculate the Gold Derby Awards, if you have enough votes to be nominated in 2 genre categories, I will only nominate you in the genre where you had more votes. So that way, the fans who vote get a chance to decide where each artist belongs, and it's not me making those value judgments. Anyway, we had a few pop artist contenders who got more votes in other genres. Beyonce got more votes in R&B, and so did The Weeknd. They had enough votes to get in here as well. And for pop album, just missing out, Ed Sheeran equals. We had another group here that were eligible in multiple categories. Blackpink, Born Pink, ABBA, Voyage. And for Best Pop Song, the closest miss, although this was a very secure top 5, Hold My Hand by Lady Gaga from Top Gun Maverick, Rita Sawayama for This Hell, and ABBA for their Grammy-nominated Don't Shut Me Down.
Okay, and moving on to Best Country and Americana categories, we have Best Country Americana Song, where the nominees are Carolina by Taylor Swift, Circles Around This Town by Maren Morris, Come On Baby Cry by Arville Peck, I Bet You Think About Me by Taylor Swift featuring Chris Stapleton, and You and Me on the Rock, Brandi Carlile featuring Lucius. Then we have the nominees for Best Country Americana Album. Denim and Rhinestones by Carrie Underwood, Humble Quest, Maren Morris, In These Silent Days, Brandi Carlile, Red, Taylor's version, Taylor Swift, and Run, Rose, Run, Dolly Parton. And finally, the nominees for Best Country Americana Artist, Brandi Carlile, Maren Morris, Dolly Parton, Taylor Swift, and Carrie Underwood.
I always like our country categories because they are a repudiation of the ACM awards and CMA awards that don't seem to know women exist. In this case, all of the artist nominees are women, including Taylor Swift, who, as I was mentioning before, she had enough votes to get in here. And for pop, but got more votes here. Just missing out for country Americana artist were Alison Krauss and Robert Plant. And then Orville Peck, who I'm personally a fan of. I'm glad he did well here. Orville Peck's Bronco just missed out for Best Country Americana Album, followed by Miranda Lambert's Palomino and Zach Bryan's American Heartbreak. And among the Country Americana songs, Carrie Underwood's Ghost Story was a near miss, a very near miss by like 9 points. Then Zach Bryan's Something in the Orange and Alison Krauss and Robert Plant's It Don't Bother Me.
And on to the nominees for Best Music Video. The nominees are About Damn Time, Lizzo, All Too Well, the short film, Taylor Swift, As It Was, Harry Styles, Easy on Me, Adele, Hold My Hand, Lady Gaga. And for Best Collaboration, the nominees are Cold Heart, Elton John and Dua Lipa, Hold Me Closer, Elton John and Britney Spears, I Bet You Think About Me, Taylor Swift featuring Chris Stapleton, Unholy, Sam Smith, and Kim Petras, and We Don't Talk About Bruno, the Encanto cast.
Yeah, for Best Music Video, Beyonce came close for Be Alive from King Richard. Then Kendrick Lamar for The Heart Part 5, which would have personally been in my top 5, but didn't quite make it here. And then Adele actually got a lot of votes for her other video from this past year, Oh My God. And then for Best Collaboration, it was interesting to see Elton John get in twice here. Just missing out was by 2 points was Silk Sonic with Smoking Out the Window. And then we had Rosalia featuring The Weeknd with La Fama, and Coldplay and BTS with My Universe. They also got a lot of votes there too, but not quite enough.
Next, we have Best New Artist, which has 10 nominees, just like the Grammys. And they are Black Country New Road, Zach Bryan, Dove Cameron, Gail, Lotto, Ari Lennox, Lil Sims, Mitski, Muna, and Kim Petras.
Yeah, and Thames missed here by 1 point. And then also getting a lot of support. This was a very wide-ranging and very close category. Wet Leg in 12th place, Omar Apollo in 13th, Tate McRae in 14th, Addison Rae in 15th. I believe our only overlap with the Grammys in this category is Lotto. Our Gold Derby voters are independent thinkers.
All right, up next are the 10 nominees for Song of the Year. They are About Damn Time, Lizzo, All Too Well 10-minute version, Taylor Swift, As It Was, Harry Styles, Break My Soul, Beyonce, Easy on Me, Adele, Glimpse of Us, Joji, The Heart Part 5, Kendrick Lamar, Hold My Hand, Lady Gaga, King, Florence and the Machine, and We Don't Talk About Bruno, Encanto cast.
And just missing by 7 points was Brandi Carlile for Broken Horses. Then also coming close was ABBA for Don't Shut Me Down, and Steve Lacy for Bad Habit.
So moving on to Record of the Year. And the 10 nominees are About Damn Time, Lizzo, All Too Well 10-minute version, Taylor Swift, As It Was, Harry Styles, Break My Soul, Beyonce, Cold Heart, Elton John and Dua Lipa, Easy on Me, Adele, The Heart Part 5, Kendrick Lamar, Hold My Hand, Lady Gaga, Smoking Out the Window, Silk Sonic, and We Don't Talk About Bruno, Encanto cast.
Yeah, and just missing out here, Florence and the Machine for King, which did get in for Song of the Year. Joji, Glimpse of Us, same thing, also got in for Song of the Year. And Sam Smith and Kim Petras' Unholy, which got in for collaboration, just fell a little bit short here, but had a lot of support.
Nice. I'm here for Album of the Year. So our nominees are Dance Fever, Florence and the Machine, An Evening with Silk Sonic, Harry Styles, Harry Styles, Motomami, Rosalia, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, Kendrick Lamar, Red, Taylor's version, Taylor Swift, Renaissance, Beyonce, Special, Lizzo, 30, Adele, and Un Verano Sin Ti, Bad Bunny.
And this was a close call. Interesting, Black Country New Road was the closest to a nomination that missed. It was only out by about 18 points. For ants from up there. Then we had Charlie XCX, who got into the pop category for Crash. Then The Weeknd for Dawn FM got into the R&B category. Then Bjork Fossora got into the rock alternative category. So a lot of these who just missed out did get their due somewhere. And I will announce the last category, Artist of the Year. And the 10 nominees are ABBA, Adele, Bad Bunny, Beyonce, Kendrick Lamar, Lizzo, Rosalia, Harry Styles, Taylor Swift, and The Weeknd. And just to let everybody know, Taylor Swift is the most nominated artist at these awards with 11, including those 2 for Country Americana Song, as I mentioned. If an artist has different credits on different songs, they can get in twice for in a category. And of course, one of those had Chris Stapleton on it as well. So thank you to everyone for joining me for this announcement. And thank you to everyone for watching. And thank you especially to everyone for voting. Hundreds, almost 1,000 actually, Gold Derby users voted for these nominations. And we usually have even more voting for the winners. So you can go in right now and vote for the winners. And we will be back here in January for the winners. We will see you then.